My name is Lila Hartman. I am 22 years old and I live in Maple Grove. Growing up, I always had a soft spot for animals, especially dogs. I often thought about how much joy they brought to people and how they seemed to sense feelings in a way humans could not. I have always viewed the world through a lens of kindness and compassion, but that all changed when I found myself entwined with my ex, a person I whimsically referred to as Bumhole. We were together for 2 years, starting back in high school and extending into our first year of college. The beginning was filled with typical teenage bliss, but soon, as life often goes, everything changed. One day, Bumhole announced that she wanted to adopt a dog. By pure coincidence, she chose a dog named Bean, a cute little creature with a tragic past. Bean had been mistreated before, abused by her previous owners in ways that left her with scars, both physical and emotional. At first, I was hopeful. I thought that with time, we could help her heal. I remember the first time I met her, she cringed at my touch and I had to earn her trust slowly. Weeks passed and Bean started to flourish. She gained weight, wiggled her tail when she saw me, and even came for walks. But then everything changed in our lives when college shifted because of the pandemic. Our schedules were thrown into chaos, and soon we could no longer walk our dogs together. As weeks turned into months, I began to notice that Bean was not just gaining weight. She was becoming severely overweight and unhealthy. I watched helplessly as the joyful dog I had grown to love turned into a shadow of her former self. The smell wafting off her coat was unbearable, and how could Bumhole not see it? When I confronted her, she casually admitted that she had not walked or bathed Bean for over 10 months. The excuse she gave, "At least I do not beat her like the last owners," was infuriating and utterly unacceptable. I was consumed with anger and frustration. I loved dogs deeply. I wanted to be the voice for Bean, who could not speak for herself, and I begged Bumhole to do better. Every promise she made felt like a cruel lie because nothing ever changed, only gotten worse. We would argue often, yet for some reason, I stayed with her, hoping against hope that she would come to her senses. But then everything fell apart when a friend told me Bumhole was cheating on me. In that moment, it became crystal clear that my heart was no longer in this relationship, but my concern for Bean surged to the forefront. I knew I had to act, and I had to act swiftly. I started gathering evidence of Bumhole's neglect. With every piece of proof I collected, it felt like my resolve grew stronger. I snapped pictures of Bean's unhealthy state, lined up receipts from the vet, and stored everything away like a secret mission. I prepared myself for the confrontation, knowing it would decide both our fates. When the time came, I confronted Bumhole. The moment felt surreal as I laid out all the evidence before her, my heart racing. I told her we were done and that I was taking Bean with me if she would not change her ways. In my mind, this was not just about a pet, it was about doing what was right. With a blend of fear and determination, I managed to take Bean away. Bumhole had not registered her with any vet or had her microchipped, providing me with the perfect opportunity to rescue her from a life of negligence. I remember the look of disbelief on Bumhole's face as I left with Bean in my arms. I could hardly believe it myself. I felt a mix of relief and power. It was as if Bean and I were in this battle together, each step bringing us closer to a brighter future. In no time, Bean blossomed under my care. Gone were the days of neglect. I took her to the vet, and my heart sang when I saw the vet's eyes widen with surprise at her transformation. It was not just about shedding the unhealthy weight, it was giving her the love she had always deserved. With the right food, lots of attention, and those long walks we both craved, Bean became vibrant again, her scars no longer carrying the weight of fear. But as time passed, Bumhole did not let me wander away quietly. She began to spew lies and gossip about me to anyone who would listen. Furious, feeling vindicated in capturing her ugliness, I decided to show our mutual friends the evidence I had compiled. One by one, their expressions morphed from disbelief to disgust as they looked at what Bumhole had done. In the end, not only did I save Bean, but I also unveiled the truth behind her neglectful and deceitful nature. One by one, Bumhole lost her friends until she was left standing alone, a cautionary tale of betrayal and irresponsibility. Bean is now my best friend. We have adventures every day, and I cannot imagine my life without her. I have gained not just a loyal companion, but a sense of justice for all the wrongs that came before. My bond with her is unlike anything I have ever experienced. I know what I did changed both our lives for the better. Love, even when it comes with scars, is powerful, and it can heal in ways we never thought possible. I am happy, she is happy, and our new life is filled with sunshine, laughter, and the occasional playful bark. In my heart, I know that I stood up not only for Bean but also for myself, a move that I will never regret.